Vinsys is your trusted global partner in enterprise solutions, workforce skilling, and digital transformation. With a legacy of impact and innovation across borders, we redefine how businesses grow and professionals thrive. At Vinsys, we take pride in our relentless pursuit of quality, innovation, and real-world outcomes, backed by advanced certification training and AI-powered digital solutions. Our group services. Let's explore the comprehensive suite of services that power enterprises globally. IT development and software solutions, technical and business training, digital learning solutions, AI Academy, Business Academy, resourcing, recruitment, and consulting. Our USPs. Our global presence: India, United States of America, United Arab Emirates, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Kuwait, Nigeria, Oman, United Kingdom. Our trusted partners. We are proud to be trusted partners with industry leaders. Our clientele. Our extensive clientele reflects our ability to deliver excellence and earn trust in the market. Experience the difference with Vinsys. Contact us today to unlock your full potential. Vinsys, delivering skills, driving success.
Morning, everyone. Let's get started. And welcome to today's session, Applied AI in the Workplace, Copilot, and Smart Workflows. AI is everywhere today, but most professionals are still not getting real value from it. The gap is simple. Access is high, application is low. And that's exactly what today is about. We look at how AI fits into your daily work, how to use Microsoft 365 Copilot effectively, and how to turn AI into real productivity. This is going to be a practical session. Real use cases, real workflows, things you can actually apply. All right, let's get started. It's my pleasure to introduce our speaker today. Durgam, could you please move on to the next slide? Thank you so much. And here is Mohammed Durgam. Durgam is an AI software engineer and a robotics trainer with strong expertise in artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning, and computer vision. What's interesting about Durgam's work is this. He doesn't just build AI systems. He trains professionals to actually use them in real-world scenarios. So this isn't just theory. You will see how this applies to your day-to-day work. Please join me in welcoming Mohammed Durgam. Durgam, the stage is yours. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Sweda, for the introduction, and thank you so much for all who joined us today. And I'm really happy and proud to have you today. And we're going to have a really interesting session today, and it's going to be about AI and integrating it within your workspace. So let's start to look at what we have today in our agenda. So we're going to start with a quick introduction about the types of AI and what is AI in general, and what does the difference between the applications we're using, such as Gemini, ChatGPT, and AI, and then we're going to dive deep into understanding about prompt engineering. What are the best practices when it comes to writing an effective and proper prompt? Then we're going to dive deep into how can we integrate Copilot within our workspace. We're going to see how Copilot can be used to help us summarizing Teams chat or summarizing even long emails. Not only that, we're going to see it in Excel sheet, how we can start analyzing data, how we can start to analyze some Excel formulas. And then we're going also to see some practical applications of AI, specifically in research and document analysis. And then at the end, we're going to speak about the responsible usage of AI. As you all know that AI is everywhere, and we need to have this mindset of how can we use it effectively, responsibly, and in a responsible way. And then we're going to end with a Q&A discussion and some action plan. So let's take a look at our agenda, or let's say the break down of the agenda and of the timings. And also I made sure that I'm going to make sure that to include some breaks between the session. As you all know that this is a 4-hour training session, and it's gonna started from 10 and it's gonna end at 2. So for that, we have made the breakdown as follow. We're going to start our session from 10 a.m. to 11:15, and then from 11:15 we're going to have a 15-minute break. Okay, for you if you want to go and get a coffee or maybe recharge, and then come back. We're gonna have the second session where we're going to focus mainly on the hands-on exercises, and we're going to explore all the use cases related to the Copilot. It's gonna start also from 11:30 sharp a.m. to 12:45 p.m. And then after that, we're going to have another short break. It's gonna be also 15 minutes. It's gonna be from 12:45 to 1. And then we're going to have our final session, which will be from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Okay. All right. So let's start. I want to actually start with this strategic announcement. As you all heard and already got to know that recently, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, he announced that 50% of the UAE government services will be running on AI agents in 2 years. And he said that the world today is changing. Technology is accelerating. Our principle remains constant. People first, people come first. Our goal is a government that is faster, more responsive, and more impactful. So today we are living in this fast-growing environment. We need also to move fast. We need to adapt. We need to start integrating this technology. What's happening today is something different than we experienced before. Today we have a technology that can think.
Excuse me, doctor. Excuse
Yes.
me, please. Can you send after this course this link?
Sorry, what?
Can you send please the link for this course after finish?
Okay, yeah. At the end of the training, we're going to share with you the link and the resources of this training.
Okay, thank you. Sorry.
Okay. So as I was saying that today we are living in a fast growing time, and even we are currently living in a fast growing environment, and we are experiencing a technology that is totally different than we experienced before. I mean that we already experienced the internet, we experienced the web applications, mobile development. Today, we're living in a world where we have a technology that can think with us, that can analyze data, that can give us decisions. So the technology is no longer something we use. It is more of I would say a teamwork, or more of let's say partnering with the technology. And this is where the vision of the UAE came. We're going to see a major shifting and major renovation in our everyday life, and even in the services we are currently using. And I want to tell you something that's important. AI already changed a lot of jobs. Some people got affected, some people got promoted. It all depends on how you react to the change and how you react to the technology. So we're going, and our goal today, my goal today, is actually try to help you to take you from the level you are currently in, whether you are maybe beginner using AI, you already use AI, but you are still feel that it is a little bit hard. There are some confusion, there's some conflict. My goal is to take you from this level to the level where you can use AI confidently, especially within your workplace, within your organization. We're going to see a lot of use cases today. Now, some of you might ask me, okay, now what does AI agent mean? Is it similar to the AI we are currently using? Is it similar to ChatGPT? By the way, before I start, I want to actually ask this question at the chat. What do you think about AI agent? Did you hear about AI agent before? And what is the difference between, maybe we can say, ChatGPT and AI agent? I want to hear from you. So write down at the chat, what's your perspective about AI and AI agent? So currently I have 142 participants in the meeting.
The difference is like agent can use a lot of models, but ChatGPT or something, it's just one model, right?
Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah, so I want all of you, what do you think when you hear AI agents? Do you think it's like ChatGPT, or do you think it's an upgraded version of ChatGPT? Okay, so here we got a question. AI requires human involvement. Agent could be autonomous to some extent. Yeah, it's really good. Okay, so here someone also wrote, GB also wrote AI. Yeah, I want to know the difference between, do you think there's a difference between AI and AI agents? Okay, like a digital assistant. Okay. Who else would like to share with us his perspective or what you're thinking about AI agent? Okay, so here we have AI agent is more like an assistant who can help you and proceed with tasks by himself, right? Okay. I guess chat general AI waits for prompt. AI can integrate tasks and tools. Yeah, this is a good definition also about AI. Okay. Normally, when you hear AI, yeah, AI agents replace humans. From my opinion, AI and AI agents are not here to replace humans. They are here to help and complement people to work smarter, more faster, and focus on creativity and relationship. Amazing, amazing answer here. We have an amazing answer here. Okay, we have here also ChatGPT, AI agents that can use to train specific task, multi-model, and maybe AI agent is trained on machine filled with data. Yes, amazing. So that's really amazing, and I can thank you so much for those who wrote, and your answers are really amazing, and and I can see that we have some people that already searched and have some understanding about the agents definition and the agents technology. Let's now try to unlock and discover this technology. So before we speak directly about AI agent, let's start to take it from this level. So you know that we have the AI, and you know that before we had what's called AI and generative AI. And AI in very simple term, and I know that all of you already knows about it, that it is the broad technology, okay, and or we can say it is the technology where we have computers can think and take decisions very similar to humans. So when we speak about this, we speak about, oh, okay, so these systems are intelligent to an extent that they can take these decisions and make predictions. So we can say that this is the broad technology. This is the umbrella. Now we have another type of AI, which is called generative AI. And who knows generative AI or who knows an application of generative AI? The one of the most popular application of generative AI is what? The one we use every single day, which is ChatGPT, right? So generative AI came when ChatGPT came. So ChatGPT came in 2022. This is where the generative AI era started, and it's all about having a specialized branch or a specialized version of AI that is capable of generating new content. So when we speak about new content, we speak about images, content, maybe English, plain English, Arabic, different languages, and we have, let's say, images or music or whatever. So these all under the generative AI. And let me tell you something, that most of the applications, or I would say that 90% of all the applications we are using right now, they all started as a generative AI application. Okay, the ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, whatever. Now, slowly, they are currently shifting to what's called AI agent. Now, in order to understand the idea of AI agent, it's all about an AI system that works as a teammate. Okay, that works as a teammate. You can think about it like it's like a virtual teammate that can start to work or handle certain tasks, okay, on behalf of you. So I saw that some of you already wrote that AI agents are like a group of AI. AI agents has some tools. So all these are, we can say that these are ways to achieve AI agent. The idea here is that now we have an AI that is already integrated into our context or integrated into our environment and can work autonomously. Now, comparing to ChatGPT and AI agent, in ChatGPT, every time you used to ask it for something, you had to go to the chat and, start to write to it. So it was waiting your prompt to respond. But now with the AI agents, they will be trained on to do certain workflows and they will start working autonomously. So this is the benefit of the AI agents. Of course, one of the features is that they have a long memory. They can handle very long memory, and they can, based on this, they can start to work and act. And one of the important features in AI agents that they are able to adapt and act independently. So whenever you bring an AI agent and fit it and put it in an organization, it will be able to fit, whether it's in maybe a marketing private sector, a supply chain, whatever. This, if you put this AI agent in any environment, it will be able to adapt. Okay, and not only that, is that it will also be able to learn from mistakes. So this is also one of the features of AI agent, that if it did a mistake, it will learn that, okay, it's a mistake, so I won't do it again. Okay, so this is where the new era or the new technology is going. Now, speaking about our discussion today, we're going to mainly discuss about generative AI. Our focus today will be about generative AI and the applications of generative AI. And we're going to touch a little bit about specific features of agentic AI. Now, let's also start to understand the different AI models and the different systems. Now, you all know that this in the middle is the ChatGPT. And this, you have to understand that this is an application of AI. Now you have another one, this is for Gemini. And here you have, this is for Copilot. By the way, Copilot, we're going to see it in a moment, that Copilot, it's a semi-agentic AI. It's not like a fully generative AI, but recently they have it's been shifted to be an agentic, more of an agentic. So you can actually train it on your data and work with it. We're going to see it when we are doing the hands-on practice. So this was a quick introduction about AI agent and agentic AI, and this is about the different models. Now, let me also touch on one of the important things. Now, in order to use the AI effectively, in order to integrate the AI in our everyday tasks and everyday work life, we need to understand one of the most important skills in AI, which is what? Prompt engineering. Now, before we start, very quickly, I want all of you, write down in the chat, what do you think about prompt engineering? Okay. When we say prompt engineering, who took prompt engineering before, or who already familiar with what's called prompt engineering? Okay, amazing. Person works with the AI and get insights. The right way to ask AI. Okay, this is nice. Yes, generate commands for the AI to implement something. I think it's the way each model can understand you. Okay, so we have here Muhammad Al-Hosseini. You wrote half of the answer. The answer you wrote is the half of prompt engineering. Okay, it's a key to accurate communication between human and AI. Okay, this is great. It's way we communicate with AI. Command. Okay. Okay, so here we have an answer natural language input to generative or to generate AI input. Okay, so it's AI output. I think you're saying AI output. Okay, great. Amazing, amazing. So all your answers are really amazing. And also I want to touch on an answer here that someone mentioned that it is a way each model can understand you. So this is actually half of the answer, because prompt engineering is not only a language that AI can understand. It's basically our language. Okay, when I speak, like I speak now the English language, and this is how I can communicate with anyone in the world. The same thing is now being applied to AI, because now AI can understand our language, so we can communicate with it. Now the idea here is that when it comes to prompt engineering, it's all about you write proper commands, or you write proper instructions to the AI, so it will understand you and you will have an effective communication. So in very simple term, I would like to put it in this I would say framework, and even I will give you a simple example so everyone here will understand. So when we say prompt engineering, it's all about writing clear instructions to the AI. So every time I go to the AI, of course, I will ask it to assist me for whether in my task, my current task, or in my future task. So I need to make sure that I will give it all the information, all the context, so it will understand me and it will give me the right answer. So this is where we see that, or this is where AI assistant or instructions, writing clear instructions come. And I know that some of you already went through a horrible experience with ChatGPT or an AI system, that you had an idea and you went to the AI and you ask it, you give it a prompt, and then it gave you an answer that is and you didn't like it. And then you went again and you ask it again that, no, please, I don't want this format. I want you to write it in this format. And it give you another answer and you are not satisfied. And then again, you come back and you start typing again and say, no, I don't want this format. And you didn't give me the full answer. Give me the full answer and consider this book. So you will see yourself, or every one of us went through this experience of spending not less than 2 hours chatting with the AI to get only one single output. And then at the end, you will see yourself that, oh, okay, AI is not helping me. AI is wasting my time. This is because you missed one of the core idea when it comes to interacting with the AI. And we see here that when you write a clear instruction to the AI, you will get the exact result you're looking for with minimal iteration. So this is all the idea of writing a prompt. Now, to give you a simple example, think about it this: when you go to a restaurant and you want to order a food, you don't go to the chef or you don't ask the waiter to make me some food, right? If you go there and you tell the waiter that I want some food, it won't understand you. You have to be very specific. You have to tell him that please make me, or please I want 1, 2, 3, or please I want to order here a spicy Italian pasta for a family of 4. So here I am more organized, more specific, more clear to the AI. Okay? Clear? So given that, let's also try to look for some guidelines or some best practices that's been announced and been released by Microsoft for their application, Microsoft 365. So anytime when I come and write a prompt for the AI, there are some certain guidelines. I don't want to say rules, because in AI, there are no rules. In AI, you can try anything on your own. Someone might write a very limited prompt, you might get a good answer. Someone might write a very long prompt and you might get maybe better answer, but there are some guidelines. So every time when you go to ChatGPT or you go to any AI system, try to be very clear and specific. Always think about what you are looking for. Okay, do I want it to summarize this long document? Okay, or do I want it to do a search, then integrate the result of the search to a summary? So all this you need to be very clear and very and ready in your mind. Second thing is that try to have it in a conversational way. What I mean by that is that when you are writing to the AI, try to look for what are the things that can enhance the quality. Let's say you might ask it, you might, for example, give it a thumbs up or give it a thumbs down. So all these are called also giving a feedback for the AI. You might also ask the AI or tell it that, okay, no, this answer wasn't good. You need to give me another answer. Another thing that you might also give it some examples. We're going to see this also in a moment. That if you give it answers, it might help you. Right? Now, let's actually try now to see, and one of the effective prompting framework that actually works when it comes to prompting the AI and prompting the Copilot. Okay? So I want everyone with me to focus, because today we're going to see one of the effective prompting framework. So the framework goes like this. It has 4 main elements. We start with the goal, then context, then sources, then expectation, okay? And this is the 4th element. Now, when we say the goal, now we are trying now to write clear instructions. So we start with the goal. With the goal here, we request or we tell the AI exactly what we're looking for. So I want you to summarize this project updates in 3 bullet points. Okay, so see here, I'm more specific. Now, the second thing is that every time I ask the AI, I need to give it some context. You know, I don't want to let the AI to assume on its own. And this is one of the worst experience you might went through it, or you might experience it before, is that you ask the AI for something and you don't give it any context. You don't upload a document. You don't give it more information. It will give you a bad answer. So you will have to come back again and tell it, no, this is because 1, 2, 3. So here we need to give it a context. Now, what is an example of context? It's like this. Give me background on why, or give background on why you need it and who's involved. Give it more information. If I want to summarize this project, who's gonna receive this summary? I want to summarize it. I want to summarize this project because I want to update the team on what happened last meeting. Or I want to share an executive summary with the leadership. So here you are specifying, or you are telling the AI more context, so it will expect that, okay, the output now for the summary might be in a fully formal output, okay, with a formal tone. Okay, now the third one is attach also some necessary document. This is also here, yeah, so we have here the context and we have the sources. The context is that you are giving more information about the request, client X about their campaign, okay, or I'm going to share this meeting or this summary with the leadership. Now here the sources is that if you have any document, if you have any notes, if there is an Excel sheet, we're gonna see it also in a moment when we go to the Copilot, attach it also. And then finally, the expectation. What is the expectation? The tone. Okay, how do you want the tone? Do you want it friendly tone? Do you want it formal tone? How do you want the style? How do you want the output? Do you want it in a brief summary? Please, those who open the mic, if you don't have any question, please mute yourself. If you don't have any question, please mute yourself. Okay? So we speak here about the expectation, the details, style, tone, everything. You need to clearly mention it.
Mister, you mute yourself. You mute yourself.
Okay, hello. Yes. Can you hear me now?
Yes, you can continue.
Okay, great. So I was saying that here now we have looked at one of the effective prompting framework that includes all these elements. Now let's try to see an example. All right. So the example here is the following. Okay, so now I want all of you that are currently with me. Now, this is going to be the task. Your task is currently to transform this weak prompt to be more of an expanded prompt. So now, all of you, now those who are with me right now in the meeting, I wanted to write in the chat the following. I want to write, why do you think this is a weak prompt? What are the things that makes this a weak prompt? And what are the things that we can add to make it a much stronger and much better?
We have to write that in the chat or repeat it by talking or how?
It's fine, but I would prefer if you want to speak, you can speak. It's fine. You can unmute yourself and tell us the issue, and yeah, and the rest. I want also to hear your answers at the chat.
I think it's a weaker prompt because it needs more details. It's need more information that to get the AI some more ideas about what we want.
Okay. Okay, so missing more details. Thank you so much. Now let's see also the rest of the answers. Yeah, I want also more answers at the chat. Okay, in the chat, I want all of you also to write in the chat, so we can have a discussion and hear from you. So we got here in general, there are no details and instructions. Okay, Zainab, there are no details and instructions, no attached of the meeting. If there is, okay, great. Okay, someone already transformed this prompt and wrote the expanded prompt. Okay, so here we have someone wrote here, summarizes HR meeting into a clear meeting minutes with key discussions and point decision taken. Okay, amazing. And here at the end, you mentioned that it will be shared with the stakeholders and leaders. Okay, great. Let's try also. Okay, we have here no details. Yeah, no clear expectation. More information has to be provided. You need to mention the style and the style you want. Okay, amazing, amazing. Okay, I can see that more answers are coming. Some of you already wrote the full prompt. Yeah, now those who mentioned the problems, try also to think what we can include more to make it more clear to the AI. Okay, amazing. Now, I want now those who are with me right now, I wanted to look at the suggested prompt or the new prompts the other participants wrote and try to like it, and let's see which prompt will get the most likes at the chat. So here we have some people who already wrote the prompt. Let's try to choose the best prompt from the chat. We have here the details of the meeting, participant. Okay, here we got a good answer from Christina. We also got here another good prompt from Rashid. Okay, we got also here, yeah, we got here humane.
It's Humayun Rashid.
Yeah, Humayun Rashid. Yeah. Also here we got 7 likes. This is good. All right, amazing. So here also we got a new answer. So amazing. So thank you so much for those who wrote at the chat. Now let's try to also to look again at what are the issues. First of all, the issue in a good format. When we say in a good format, what do we mean by in a good format? Yeah, that's a very vague to the AI. It's very similar to those who write a prompt to the AI saying that write this email in a better way. You know, Who used to write to the AI, write this email in a better way? Better. Okay. So though all these are red flags to the AI, in a good format, in a better. What do we mean by in a good format? Because it's obviously different. It might be different from your perspective. My perspective, when I hear in a good format, is totally different than your perspective. Is totally different than her perspective. Okay. So in a good format for me can be, I want it in only 3 bullet points. Every point is 1 sentence. For you, in a good format might be in a brief summary or brief paragraph. So all this information needs to be very clear. So given that, let's see now the updated or the upgraded version. So the upgraded version here will be the following. We start to eliminate all these vague prompts, and we start to write down. Now the goal here is to write what key decision, action items. So see, now I'm specific more. Summarize. What do I want to summarize in this meeting? Key decisions, action items, next steps after this meeting. Now, what are the contexts? What is the context I want to give more? Now here I'm telling it that this is an internal HR meeting discussing employee performance. So now the AI will know that, okay, it is an internal meeting. It's not an external meeting. So when I write the summary, I will write it in a tone that all the employees will understand it. Do you get me? Now, if you mention external HR meeting or external HR meeting, maybe with a new candidate, it might take a slightly different tone. You get me? So now the AI is now understanding your mind more. Okay, so it's all about the AI can read your mind or can read what's in your mind and give you the answer you're looking for. What are the sources? Attach meeting transcript. Yeah, I give it here more resources. Now, what are the expectation? Yeah, here now, see the expectation. I'm telling it more specific. I'm giving specific expectation. 3 sections: decision, risk, action items. Yeah. So here, very specific and very clear. Now let's take this example very quick. Okay, this also another example, and I know that now all of you now are currently expert in writing prompts, and you will get it from first trial. Here, this is another exercise called analyze this Excel sheet or analyze this Excel file and write a quick summary. Okay, I think that I already showed you the answer. So tell me, what are the weak parts in this prompt? What are the weak parts in this prompt? Using words. You can define it, you can write it using words. Oh, we got here a long answer from Anas. Okay, need more details. Okay, tell us what are the weak parts in this prompt, hey, Ahmed.
I think, sir, that in the Excel sheet have to be numbers and have to be more details. Not about only the details. It's about how we can change the thing that from information to something that we want. If we just write an Excel, it's not something that the AI will be understand that what you want.
Okay, so you're saying here it's not only about telling it to analyze. It's more about telling it what to analyze, right?
Exactly.
Okay, amazing. Now I want all of you that are in the chat, give a react, thumbs up to Anas for this amazing answer. Thank you so much, Anas. I want reaction from you guys. Okay, more reactions to Anas. And now let's also see the answers here. Yeah, someone also wrote here quick summary. Yeah, quick summary. It should be more specific. Yeah. Yes. Now here, no goal target. No goal, target audience tone. Who's the audience? What's the outcome required? Yeah, this is good. Okay, we got also another here answer. Unclear objectives. Does not involve what type of analysis needed. Yes. Which data sheet to focus? What insight important? Format summary. Amazing. Yeah, purpose. Okay, amazing. So now we are all got it from first time, and you're all now understood the idea. So here, the first part of the prompt, why it's weak, we have here, this is the first red flag. When I say the AI analyze this Excel sheet, what do I mean by analyze? Do I want key trends? Do I want key performance? Do I want specific information? When I say quick summary, what do I mean by quick summary? Like, do I want it short, long, executive summary, brief summary, summary I will share it with my with a new employee, you know? So all this information, you need to prepare it. Now let's see the expanded version or the updated version. Yeah. So here we go. So what is the upgraded version here of the prompt? We say here identify. So we start with identify trends. Okay. Anomalies. Okay, in sales performance. So now see, I'm currently more specific, and I'm now what I've done is that I have narrowed down the analysis, the analysis method, or the analysis part. I'm not telling it to analyze it overall, but I'm narrowing down the analysis to be only for trends and anomalies. Now, what are the contexts? Monthly sales report for leadership review. Now we are telling the AI what? More context. So it will understand who's gonna read the summary, who's gonna perceive the summary. Now, what are the attached? What are the sources here? Is that I will attach what? The Excel file. Of course, I can tell the AI to look for sheet 1 or sheet 2. We're gonna see it in a moment when we go to the Copilot. And what are the expectation? The expectation here, I tell it what? Include insights and what? Maybe one recommendation per each insight. So see, right now, the overall idea of prompt engineering is that it's all about the idea of getting your vague, weak prompt, trying to narrow it down to be more specific, to be more clear, including all the information, so it will give you the answer from first time. Okay, now imagine this. If I go to Excel sheet or if I go to Copilot and I give it the exact prompt following the framework, okay, you're gonna see yourself that you are gonna get 95% of the answer from the first try. You're not gonna have to tell the AI again, no, I wanted to highlight, I wanted to insight, or I wanted to include it in a, or I wanted to rewrite it again in a 3 insight, or rewrite it again, or include some recommendation, because you have already included everything from the first time. All right. So is it clear for everyone? Is this section of prompt engineering clear? I want to see reactions of you. If everything is clear, I want to see claps or thumbs up that this is clear for everyone. Yes, it's very important to be clear for everyone, because what we're gonna do in following on the next sessions are gonna be all based on understanding about prompt engineering and writing problems. Okay, someone has a question. Those who raised their hand. Do you have a question? Abdulaziz, Sarah?
No, thanks. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, we got here a question. What if I can't upload any document if it's confidential? It depends on the AI you are using. Depends on the AI tool you are using. That's why we are gonna focus today on Copilot. Because Copilot, it is integrated directly within your organization, so you can attach the files without worrying about the privacy. Just confirm. Do you have a Copilot, Yarim? Okay, so that means Copilot. Yeah, that means Copilot is already integrated into your organization, integrated within your workplace. So you're gonna use it. You can use it freely, and you can attach the document because it's already like under the privacy rules of the Microsoft. We're gonna see that in a moment right now. By the way, yeah, I'm going to discuss this in detail, Yarim. I'm going to discuss now what makes Copilot different than any other LLM or any other AI tools. And we're going to see that you can actually upload to it some documents without, worrying about the privacy. How to secure a chat without keeping any record in the history of the chat. What do you mean secure? Do you mean lock the chat? No one can see it, or what? Because anytime you write a prompt to the AI, it will be saved in a chat. It will be saved in the chat history. All right, great. So, yes, do you have a question, Yarim, before we start? Okay, so we're gonna start right now. Okay, if you have any questions, we can keep it maybe near to the break time. Now we're going to start directly with Copilot. Okay, and previously we spoke about two different applications. We spoke that we have ChatGPT, we have Gemini, we have also Copilot. So let's try to understand what is Copilot and what makes Copilot different than any other AI system. So Copilot, in a very simple term, think about Copilot that it's like a ChatGPT but integrated into Microsoft ecosystem. So what do I mean by integrate into Microsoft ecosystem? Now, I know that all of you are currently using the Microsoft 365 on everyday basis, and your organization already got a subscription for it. So you're using all the context, all the documents, all your work are stored in the cloud, in the Microsoft cloud. Now, as you know that when we are working with the AI, we need the AI to access our document, to read it, to give us some summary, to give us some data analysis, whatever. And instead of you downloading these files and going to ChatGPT and upload them to ChatGPT, you don't have to download them and give them to ChatGPT, because this is directly integrated into your Microsoft ecosystem. So here we say that Copilot, what is Copilot in Microsoft 365? It's an AI chat assistant embedded directly into Microsoft 365 application. So what are the applications we have? We have Teams, we have Notebook, we have Outlook, we have Word, yeah, we have Excel, and we have PowerPoint. Now, what it does exactly, it helps users create and analyze and summarize work content using natural language prompts. Yeah, so it's very simple to the AI systems, to the ChatGPT, but directly integrated. Now today, why you should start using Copilot and not ChatGPT, especially if you are working within your organization, or if you are working, or if you want the AI to help you with some information or some documents from your organization. Now, the Copilot is actually protected by enterprise security and compliance control. Okay, this is very important, and this is one of the things that makes Copilot different than AI, than ChatGPT, for example. Because as you all know, that once ChatGPT released, they have clearly stated that we are using user interaction, okay, to improve our models. So when they say that we are using user interaction, or we are, recording user interaction, they are recording your prompts, they are recording your documents you're uploading, they are recording everything. So all these are being trained, or are taken and trained into their models. So which expose you and expose your document. Please, if you don't have a question, please mute yourself. Okay. So I was saying that if you attach a document to ChatGPT, you are exposing yourself and your organization to a major risk. Okay. However, with Copilot, it's already been protected. It's already been secured and within the organization control. So you can actually attach documents to it. And here also, let's also try to see that one of the key decision or key distinctions that Copilot actually is not only a standalone chatbot. Remember I told you that Copilot is semi-agentic, right? Semi-agentic. We're gonna see that how exactly this is a semi-agentic. Works inside existing application. So you can actually see the Copilot. We're gonna see it in a moment that Copilot can be shown inside these applications and can access. So what's the benefit of this? It has a direct context. You can give it a direct context. You can give it the documents. You can give it the Excel sheet. You can give it whatever. Okay. It can actually access some information based on your permission, user information based on access permission. Now, why this might be helpful? Well, you might want to write a profile about your work. You might want to write a profile about yourself. So based on the work you have done, you can ask the Copilot to summarize or write a profile of the work you have done recently. Okay, so in a very simple term, how Copilot works. So usually we have here a user. Let's say that this user called Mike. Okay, he write the following prompt. The user gives a natural language prompt. Okay, summarize. Usually it starts with like this: summarize the document. And what happens is that this prompt will go to the Copilot, and it will understand now. Okay, now the user wants to summarize a document. What will happen is that it will look for the content that is currently open, whether it's a document or maybe email or whatever. And we have the brain, the AI brain called LLM, and it will go. And here we have the Copilot. And if you want the Copilot to access a document, it can actually access it, and it will be authorized. Authorized, you have here authorized Microsoft 365. Okay, and at the end, what will happen? It will generate for you the summary, or generate for you the analysis, or generate for you maybe the email you want to reply, or whatever. Okay, is it clear? So let's try to also mention this. Now today, we're going to see Copilot in action in Outlook, okay? Because Outlook is one of the, of course, everyday usage, one of the applications that we use every day. And we're going to see Copilot in Outlook, we're going to see Copilot in Teams, and Copilot in Excel, okay? We're going to touch on top of them, and we're going to see the use cases for each one of them. Now, let's try to see now Copilot in every single application. We're going to start with the Copilot and Outlook, okay? Just 1 minute. Okay, so in Outlook, what do we do on Outlook on every single day? We are writing emails, right? We are on Outlook. We are replying to emails. We are writing emails. We are trying to read what we missed in the last maybe 2 days or 3 days. So how Copilot can actually help us? Now in Outlook, Copilot can help us summarize email threads. So imagine that if you have a very long communication, or there's a very long communication happen between you and one of the teammates about a long conversation about a project or whatever, Copilot can actually open it up and summarize all the long email conversation. Not only that, Copilot actually can draft an email and write an email. We're gonna see it right now, that how can Copilot can draft a new email and write an email. Not only that, it can actually improve the email, rewrite it and improve it to change maybe the tone or the direction or whatever. Now, enough theoretical. Let's now open Copilot. And let's see how Copilot can be used. Okay, so I'm going to open now my my Outlook. Let's try to open this up. Okay, so just confirm if you can see my screen. Okay. All right, great. So let's see now, how can I first find Copilot within Outlook, and how can I allocate it? Now I'm currently using the Outlook Classic. Now Copilot can be found in Copilot in Outlook Classic, or if you are using the new Outlook version, you can find it. But anytime you go to Copilot or you go to Outlook, you're gonna see the Copilot icon at the top right. Okay, you're gonna see it here at the top right. So I can actually find Copilot here. Okay, let me also tell you where can you find Copilot. There are 3 different ways you can find Copilot. You can find it as a chat. You can open it up and find it here as a chat, and it can be opened here while you are chatting with it. Okay, and the second way you can find Copilot is that you can actually go here and find it as a chat. Okay, so instead of open it in this way, you can open it in as a full chat if you want. The other one is that you can, if you want to open a new email, okay, you can open a new email and you will see that also here we have magic button called Open Copilot. Okay, so these are 3 ways you can allocate Copilot. Now let's start with the first way. The first way, and it's also one of the handy ways to open Copilot and use it. And personally, I love this window, this bright window. So when I open this one, what I will see that I'm currently opening an email, and this email was actually about a discussion about this training. And I had here a discussion with the team regarding the training. And what I can do is that I can ask the Copilot to summarize this meeting, right? By the way, this is the interface of Copilot. Some of you, I know that some of you are already familiar with Copilot. Some of you might be the first time to use Copilot, but let's go quickly. So here we have the Copilot UI. Here, this is the chat inbox, the chat box. And I can see now the Copilot already attached the email. So here I have the email attached. Okay. Now I can ask it now to summarize this meeting. Already, by the way, there are already some recommended prompts or suggested prompt. I can look at it. It's called here summarize this email or summarize and reply this email. So let's try with this prompt for the sake of the example. And now notice the following: when I told it to summarize this meeting, I didn't actually ask it to summarize action point, summarize key decisions. Just I tell it to summarize it normally. So let's go. So here, what happened is that it started now to tell me that this is a summary of this email. What happened? There was a training here being confirmed. There are some action required. There are some post training. There are some note. There are some next step. Yeah. Now I can be more specific. I can tell it what. I can now start to think about giving it more defined prompt. I can tell it to summarize, okay, the email or summarize email threads, okay. Write down if any action is awaiting, okay, or awaiting my response, okay, or pending, if there is any pending action. Okay, and I can give it also more information about this. So here now, what will happen is that the Copilot now will analyze the email again. Okay, there's here a couple of emails been added here. You see, a couple of emails, and it will tell me, okay, now it will give me also again summarize, and it will tell me here action awaiting your responses. So here, no pending response required from you. Okay, so somehow it might be useful. Somehow, if it might be very helpful for some of you that you want the AI to give you what's missing from your side. Okay, now let's try to look at another example. Now I'm going to open Copilot from here. What I can do is that I can ask Copilot, okay, to summarize summarize my inbox for the last, I can say like for the last 3 days or the last 7 days, okay? And I can tell it what are the pending pending, or I can tell it what are the pending actions, or what are the awaiting actions, or maybe I can tell it search for unread high priority okay. Yeah, this is just a zero typo. So anyway, priority. Okay, anyway, it's an LLM. It will understand what I'm saying. Okay, priority and T. Okay, and what, and I can say it like high unread, high priority, and what, and reorder them and order them by maybe the priority. Just going. Yeah, it's like this. Priority. Like this. Okay. So now notice the following. What will happen is that the AI now, or the Copilot, will now go through my inbox, read it, scan it, look for the emails, or look for all the communication happen between me, between the team, between everyone, and it will start to rearrange or reorder them based on the priority. It will start to give me the high priority. It will start to give me what are the things that are awaiting your action or need action, read responses. Okay, so here there were a couple of things here related to the the high priority, the medium priority, and whatever. Okay, we'll go quickly through them like this. Okay, I can go and can see what are the medium priority, what are the high low priority, and what are the action items. Okay, so you see that now I have now an AI directly working with within my organization, or within my context, or within my workspace. Okay, I didn't have to, get all the emails from the Outlook or the inbox and go to ChatGPT and give all the information and ask it to summarize. No, from a single place. Okay, I ask it to summarize what my inbox for the last 7 days. Okay, now I want now all of you, of course. Now another one. Let's also just quickly see it. I will go quickly to here, and I'll come back, and I will just need to close this one, and I will open another email. Now here also I can find Copilot, and here it's a really interesting, because I can actually find it using two ways. I can click this magic button. I will just screen it like this because to be visible. Okay, and I will start to ask the AI what can I attach, or what do I want to draft. Okay, I can tell it that I want to draft anything. Let's say I've actually prepared something here very quick. So I can tell it that draft an email, okay, for my, let's see, for my colleague, or draft an email to share this project proposal for review. Okay, and I can also start to also include more information about this one. Draft an email to share this proposal for project review, or for this proposal for review, or for maybe whatever the review. Okay. Now what I can do is that I can now start to also to expand, to think, okay, now this is a very weak prompt. What I want to do is that I wanted to give me more information, summarize the key, or draft an email, including, if I want to expand it, this can be including the key items and main points in this attached proposal. Okay, and I can see that the purpose of this proposal is 1, 2, 3. Yeah, and I can see that the expectation, or the attached resources can be attached the proposal in maybe Word document. And the output, what is the output? I want to review the proposal and waiting and receiving feedback. Okay. So of course, just for the sake of the example, to show you quickly what we can do. If I open it up, I can see that now. Hello, I hope this message find you well. Okay, of course it will draft this first one. Let me also try to zoom in a little bit. Okay, so here it drafted here, not bad. It drafted the first draft of the email, of course, because I didn't like detailed or write it in a detailed way, but here that it says that I've shared here a proposal recently prepared that I've attached the Word document for review. The purpose of this proposal is 1, 2, 3, of course. And then I would be greatly appreciated if you could take some time to review the attached document and share your feedback. Your insights are invaluable and whatever. Okay, now if I don't like this version, what I can do is that I can tell it, make it shorter and more maybe friendly. Yeah, and what I will do is that I will hit here the yes icon, and here you see now it responded to my request and made it much shorter. Okay, and made it also more friendly. Here I can see that I hope we're doing well. I've attached a proposal recently together and would appreciate your thoughts about it. Now what I can do is that I can also add more if I need. There's also here a small toggle. If you open it up, you're gonna see that there are some quick handy actions you can do it. There's make it longer, make it shorter, make it sound more formal, make it sound it more direct, make it casual. All these things you can, try it and use it on your own. Here I've attached the proposal for together. Okay. So yeah, someone already here wrote the Copilot. So this was a quick overview about Copilot and what are the use cases that you can use Copilot for. Copilot in Outlook, specifically in Outlook, can really be helpful in summarizing very long emails or summarizing an interaction between you, your colleague, between maybe a team, and give you a quick information. Now I want all of you, those who are with me at the chat, I want all of you to open Outlook and verify that you can see Copilot. I can see that now we have here Nihal Ahmed. She already shared a screenshot. So thank you so much. How to get to this? Okay, so here someone already mentioned here how to get this in our Outlook. Okay, so you're saying that here, this is actually a button or a button from Copilot saying that try coaching by Copilot. It's supposed to be visible actually. Yeah, it's supposed to be visible. Just check. I'll tell you something. Just check. Open your Outlook. Open the classic Outlook, the classic Outlook, and draft a new email and just verify if it's there. Someone wrote, "I don't have Copilot in my Outlook." Type. Okay, I wanted to try to search. Try to look for this application, Microsoft 365. Verify if you can see it. We have here who wrote that, Alexandra. Just open this called the Microsoft 365 application. Open this up and confirm the version or the package you are on. Confirm if it's basic or premium or whatever, okay? Because it's supposed to be there. If you have the premium subscription, it's supposed to be there. Yeah? Because let me tell you also, Copilot actually comes with a different license that your organization have to get. Okay, not visible. So we have here Said, not visible. Type, yeah, Said, also look for the Outlook. This is an application called Microsoft. Just on the search, in the search bar, okay, as if like you are searching for application, search for Microsoft Copilot. Open it up and confirm the package you're on. So here we have here Saeed, yeah, okay, great. Saeed can open Copilot and see it. Okay, unable to find. I did. There is an error adding it. Type, okay, try again. Just try to close the application and open it up again. Type also, Imran, try also to open up the Copilot and confirm the package you're on, the plan you're on. Okay, here we have Aya, great. We have it here. Amazing. Okay. Yeah, confirm the plan. Okay, amazing. Okay, someone already asked here, does Copilot work only with the system language? My computer came with English, but most of my use with local English. See, Copilot actually is a generative AI. It's an LLM. LLM can understand any language. Okay, so if you're already using maybe another different language from English, it's supposed to understand and is supposed to understand the communication language and answer to you or reply to you based on this. So I'm sure that it's supposed to understand it. Just try it from your side. Okay, and let me know. And here we have not visible, maybe because it's my personal laptop. Yeah, try to, if you are on personal laptop, try to switch to the company or organization application, okay? Okay, and confirm. All right, great. So now we're gonna go for a 15-minute break, okay? But of course, I want all of you, those who are with me, try to at least confirm that you have a Copilot, because after the break, we're gonna have a really amazing hands-on exercises with Copilot. So right now, I want all of you, those who are with me, those who did not send anything on the chat, open Copilot, confirm that it's already on, and have it up and running. After the break, we're gonna come back and there will be some nice handy exercises that we're gonna go through. We don't have Copilot installed from the company. طيب, Christina, I want you to note this, and you can share it with the team, or share it with the organization, or share it with the IT department within your organization. They might help you on this. Yes, I have the application installed, but can't find the button on Outlook. Okay. طيب, confirm also the plan you are having. Ya Shahad, confirm the plan you are having. Just confirm if it's basic or premium, because Copilot comes with a different license. The IT or the company have to have it. My Copilot is not embedded in the reply email. Okay, just generic on the top. Do you mean generic like this? Because if you can find it like this, you can just you can attach the email itself. Yes, you can use it even if it's not embedded. Yes, go to the web. Yeah, you can also open it up. All right, so we're gonna now get a quick break, and we're gonna come sharp on 11:30. Okay, and I want all of you to prepare Copilot and have it ready. Okay.
Vinsys is your trusted global partner in enterprise solutions, workforce skilling, and digital transformation. With a legacy of impact and innovation across borders, we redefine how businesses grow and professionals thrive. At Vinsys, we take pride in our relentless pursuit of quality, innovation, and real-world outcomes, backed by advanced certification training and AI-powered digital solutions. Our group services. Let's explore the comprehensive suite of services that power enterprises globally. IT development and software solutions, technical and business training, digital learning solutions, AI Academy, Business Academy, resourcing, recruitment, and consulting. Our USPs. Our global presence: India, United States of America, United Arab Emirates, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Kuwait, Nigeria, Oman, United Kingdom. Our trusted partners. We are proud to be trusted partners with industry leaders. Our clientele: Our extensive clientele reflects our ability to deliver excellence and earn trust in the market. Experience the difference with Vinsys. Contact us today to unlock your full potential. Vinsys, delivering skills, driving success.
We're back now, and I want to see that. I want to know that if you are already back. I want now all of you who are already back from the break, write down at the chat or write a reaction that you are came.
We are here.
Yes, already back.
Okay. All right. So can you hear me all? Okay. Ready to start the hands-on practice, hands-on exercises? Okay. Amazing. All right. So let's have this task, this hands-on exercises. Now, all of you, right now I have 187. I want now all of you, those who already confirmed that you have a Copilot, open Outlook and try to draft an email using Copilot and share a screenshot of the result in the chat. Okay, so this is the task, your task. Task is open Outlook. Okay, again, open Outlook, run Copilot, and ask it to draft an email including the best practices of the prompt. Draft, I'm writing it now, draft an email. Okay, so open Outlook, run Outlook. Okay, open Outlook and then run Copilot and ask it to draft an email related to your workplace. Maybe think about an email you sent it yesterday or send it today. Okay, just try to think what was the objective for this. Please, those who don't have a question, please mute yourself. Okay, and then think about an email you wrote it back before and write it again with Copilot following what the prompting framework. Now, if you don't have Copilot in your Outlook, there is another option you can do it. Open the general chat. Open this general chat, okay, and ask it to summarize my inbox for the last 7 days, okay, and give me some action items and give some or action items. Okay, where do we find general chat? In Outlook, if you open Outlook, 1 second. If you open Outlook, you can open it from here or you can open it from there. You can open it from the left side. You can see it from the left side. Okay. See, this is the left side. You can find it from here. You can open it up. Yes. You can create here, open a new chat. Okay, let's actually have this task. You can either draft an email, okay, or summarize the inbox. Now it depends on you if you want to choose this or this. Yeah, you can choose between the both actions. Whether you want to draft, you can ask it to draft an email. If you have an email ready in your head, you can think about the email you wrote it before, and you can rewrite it again. Or if you don't have an email right now, you can ask it to summarize your inbox for the last 7 days. Okay, now we are getting here some answers. Yeah, we're getting here from Pamela. Yeah, And then we are here also getting from Imran. Yes, showing like this. Yeah, I don't have access to your email calendar, but so I can directly pull the last 7 emails. Okay, I think Imran, I think you are on the basic plan, or you're on a basic plan. You might need to reach the IT department to get you a premium Copilot license for this. But anyway, if you don't have a Copilot right now I see that some of you already don't have a Copilot right now, or some of you already using Mac, so you don't have Copilot. What I need you to do is that just try to follow up with us. Try to write down the prompts we tried. Try to write down the tasks. Now, one of the tasks is that you wanted to summarize your emails. Another one is to draft an email. Write down the tasks and just follow up with us on the chat and write note for your IT department. So in future, you can discuss with them to get the Copilot, the premium version. I have asked him to summarize a conversation for my client or for my chef. Okay, does it work? Yeah, you can. Yeah, it can work here in this use cases. You just open the email. If there's already an email been sent between you and the person, just open it up and it will summarize it. Yeah, Zainab, you can actually try it if you already if the conversation between you and the team already in Arabic, it can understand it. You can ask it to summarize it in Arabic because it's already an LLM. Like any LLM can able to generate different languages. Do you have any suggestions for those who have a basic plan? Okay, so for those who have a basic plan, there are two things. You can keep following with us on the chat, but there is something you can try. Try to open Copilot on the browser. Sometimes Copilot might work on the browser because on the browser it's already in the cloud, so you're not like using it as a separate application. See, if you open Edge, you can see Copilot here, okay? But this Copilot for searching, try to sign in and try to go to your office and look for it. It might work here because it's already on cloud. Okay, we have here, okay. Okay, someone get, okay, I keep trying getting this over several attempts. طيب, confirm me, I confirm the subscription you are on right now. Yes, yeah, Zainab, yes. Try it in Arabic. It can work. Task done. Okay, amazing. So we got here Bara, Muhammad, task done. Yes. Okay, that's great. Thank you so much. I got well drafted email responses highlighting further points for action. Okay. Okay, done. Yes, this is good, Ahmed. طيب, so the full Sardan, okay, they have the premium plan. So, okay, if they have the premium plan and you can confirm that you can see the premium plan under Copilot, then it's supposed to work. Just search for Copilot and open this application and confirm the plan here. needs to be opened in browser and logged in with the email condition. Yes. Someone already wrote here that thank you, Sardan. Try to open it in browser. Okay, if you got any issue, because right now we are using the application itself. Try to open it in browser and see the results. Done. Okay, that's great. This is good. Task completed. Amazing. And we have here, yes. Yeah, see, in now it works with Arabic, yes. So that means it can work with any language, despite the context of the email. Okay, here we got someone already opened it up. Okay, Imran, Khalid. Oh, sorry, no, Khadija, I think, right? Okay. Okay, I cannot attach photo. No worries. You can just confirm that it already worked with you, Abdulaziz. Just confirm. You can just maybe attach the first prompt of the AI. You know, sometimes it will give you, yes, for sure, here is 1, 2, 3. Just screenshot this one. Confirm that it worked with you. I'm getting help from our department, few minutes, and it will be back. Okay. Okay, Shahad. Done. I'm trying to attach it. Okay, good. Done through app, not Outlook. Okay. Yeah, through the application, it can work. But by the way, in the application, this application, it can access actually any application from here. You can ask it to summarize the inbox. You can ask it to summarize maybe team chat. We're gonna go to it in a moment. Okay, amazing. I think Outlook Classic is facing that issue. Okay, task completed. Yes, if you face this issue, if you're still facing an issue with the classic Outlook, you either restart it or restart the Outlook only. Don't restart the whole laptop, or open the new Outlook. Okay, let's also give some time. We're gonna give you 5 more minutes to try the task. Those who faced some issues, you can open it up on browser and try the task. I want at least all of you try to at least try Copilot either in the chat, in the main application, or try it in the browser, or try it with Outlook. 1 second. It is one of the most effective use cases to use Copilot with Outlook to summarize your inbox, to give you a heads up. Now, those who tried, now let's try one thing. Now, I can see now some of you already were able to draft an email. Some of you were able to summarize the inbox. Try to do one thing. Let's say you want the AI to bring all the unread emails I missed in the last, let's say, in the last 15 days. Okay? Try also this task. It is a really effective one. Bring or write down all the unread emails I missed in the last 15 days. Of course, this can be
تمام.
expanded. This is
تمام.
maybe next.
في هو
Us.
عبد الله ونادر.
Please
يتوقع صراحة الفرح.
mute yourself if you don't have a question. Mute yourself if you don't have any question.
يرحل ونستك.
Yes.
أنا ما أفرق معي.
You have a question? Yes, Hassan.
إذا ما أخذ الأهلي ما يهموني ترى.
عفوا. Okay, I think we lost you, Hassan. طيب, the next task you can write down here, and you can also try expanded version. Try. So for this task, you can think about it that write down all the unread emails I missed in the last 15 days. Think about how you can prioritize your emails. You can ask it in the upgraded version. List the high priority emails first, then medium priority, then low priority. Okay, amazing, Bara. It's good. Saeed, it's good. Christina, does Copilot browser have access to my work on emails and Outlook? ما هو you have to connect, you have to sign in with your organization email and address. Okay, done. Amazing, yeah, Zainab. Okay, here we have. Okay, amazing. Here we have also. Amazing answer here. Most important emails. Yes, I have the same issue. Christina. Unread emails. Okay, amazing. Good. Okay, any IT issue, just record it or note it, and you can share it with the IT department. So they would get you, so they would help you on fixing this. They might upgrade the version you are currently on. Right, so we're gonna jump to the next task in 2 minutes. Okay, great. So thank you so much for those who engaged and participated at the chat, and those who were able to complete the task. I know that some of you already tried to complete the task, but you got some issues related to Copilot permission. That's totally fine. I'm really proud that you already tried to open Copilot and use it and try to even to discuss the issue, try to find the solution for the issue. I want you, please, those who weren't able to complete the task, write it down. Write down the issue. The issue might be related to your subscription. The issue might be related to maybe some credential issue. Write it down, and after the training, just go back and visit the IT department. Tell them that I had this issue facing the Copilot, so please try to assist me. Here, I want you to try to fully focus on the workflow we are trying to do. What are the use cases that we can use Copilot for? I can use it now to summarize all the unbox, all the emails I got. I can specify the duration, whether 7 days, 15 days, 1 month. I can ask it to look for the unread emails. Maybe I missed in the last maybe 1 month. If there is a communication happen between a specific project, maybe an external client or whatever, I can ask it to summarize this. So all this information, keep it in mind, and then you can try it on your own. Now, we're gonna now jump to the other use cases or the other usage of Copilot, which is Copilot in what? Copilot in Teams, right? So when I tell you that there is an AI can help you in Teams application, what can you think about it? Now, if I tell you that there is an AI that can join your meetings, join your discussion, what do you think this AI can help you, or how can this AI help you? So it's the following, in very simple terms. In Teams, Copilot can help you in meeting summarize and actions. So in Teams that we usually do meetings on a regular basis. So how can we use Copilot? We can actually have Copilot to enter or to join the meetings, join our meetings, and try to read the transcript based on our discussion. Based on our discussion, it can understand the main topics, the main ideas we discussed, and can give us a summary. So this is also one of the amazing use cases Copilot can help us in Teams. Not only that, Copilot can help us actually in real-time meeting support, such as answering questions and some context during the live meeting. Let me give you a very amazing example, or very close example to this. Now, we are currently in a meeting, right? Now, usually when you do your meetings, you do it with your internal team. What happens is that if you are on your Teams, let me also show you that how can you find Teams how can you find Copilot in Teams. When you open a meeting or something, you can find Copilot here. You're gonna see it here, and when you open it up, you can see Copilot added here. I know that some of you might not be able to see the Copilot icon in the meeting. Some of you can see it, some of you might not be able to see it. It's also because the subscription. But just to tell you how it works. Now, let's say there was a meeting running, and maybe I joined 30 minutes late, and there has been a discussion between the team. I can actually ask the Copilot, summarize what I missed. Okay, or maybe tell them that I joined 30 minutes late. Summarize what has been discussed. What has been discussed. Okay. But of course, let me tell you something, that Copilot, now, this is also one of the things. Okay, so I want you all of you to focus with me. Now, here I ask it what I joined 30 minutes late. Okay, summarize what has been discussed. So what will happen? Copilot will give me here a summarization in real time. This is what's called summarization in real time. So here says that here we started with the session opening and context. We started with the objectives. Okay, and it gave me here some information about the speaker, introduction. It gave me here also what's been discussed in the first 30 minutes. We discussed about our agenda, right? We discussed about AI, generative AI, and AI agent, right? We discussed about the new announcement about the AI agent. We discussed about prompt engineering. So this is super powerful use cases, because sometimes, even me, sometimes we might join a little bit late. Of course, not 30 minutes. You might maybe join 5 minutes late or 10 minutes late. So you wanna a quick discussion or quick summary of what happened, so you can follow up with the meeting. So this is what's called a real-time summary or real-time assistant. Okay, here called in context and real-time meetings. Okay, so not only that, we have we have what's called chat summarization. By the way, let me just tell you, and because it's really important to note this, but can't use on meetings. Doesn't work. Maybe I have a premium. I want to note something that Copilot will run only if we open the record and we open the transcript. Okay. Okay. So here in this meeting, in this virtual training meeting, what we are doing right now is that we have opened the recording and we have opened the transcription. So now what's happening is that Copilot can read the transcript, go through it quickly and give and read it all and summarize it and give us a summary. Without enabling the recording and without enabling the transcription, Copilot cannot help you. So if you have here a paper, I want to know, if you have a pen and paper, write down that Copilot can summarize meetings only if the meeting is recorded and the transcript is open. Okay. Now, what else? Now, it can help us in chat summarization. Now, imagine this, that you're currently chatting with a teamwork, with a teammate, okay? You are chatting about a specific project. You have been working in a project maybe for the last 30 days. Now, you're done with the project. Now, you are trying to create a work contribution report. Work contribution report. This might be a report that includes the contribution between you and the team member, and write down what happened, what in terms of the discussion, what are the discussions that happened during the meeting. So what you can do is that you can open a Copilot. Yeah, I'll just try to. Okay. I'm going to open this up. So right now I'm currently in Teams. Okay. So even, by the way, Copilot, you can find it in Teams using two different ways. And you can find it if you open a chat between you and the team, one of the team members, you can find the Copilot also at the top right. Okay. So always remember this. Copilot, the universal location for it is top right. Open it up. You can open it up from here, and you can ask it to summarize. Now, let's say here I joined a meeting with one of my colleagues, and we have been discussing about. Let's assume that we have been discussing about a project. We kept discussing. We discussed about what happened, and so on and so forth. So what I can do is that I can actually ask the Copilot to summarize this discussion. So it can give me a quick information. Okay. Now again, what I can do, but I can go to one of the chat. Okay, this was one of the chat. Okay, it's a very limited chat. Like it was between me and someone else, and I just write here. He wrote hi. I wrote hi there. Okay, but of course, in real life, when you are chatting with a colleague, there will be a very long conversation, right? There will be like maybe a conversation about you and the project. You were discussing about specific project or whatever. So what you can do is that you can come here, open the Copilot, and ask it to summarize the conversation happened. This is called chat summarization. So I can say summarize the whole chat here and generate work contribution. Okay, contribution. Okay, based on this discussion. Okay. Okay, this was expected actually. This was expected. Give me a very, very short description. says here that short greeting exchange only. Hi from Vinsys, hi there from me, okay? And there is no discussion or project on training deliveries. Now, obviously, yeah, because this chat only two chats happen here. Here, hi and hi there, okay? So the AI won't go and create a summary on its own. No, it will read from the discussion. And here say no discussion or commitment or follow-up. But now in your case, I want you to open Teams and try to go for the last chat you had between you and your colleague, or between you and one of the colleagues, and to look for the conversation and look for the Copilot. Open it up and ask it to summarize the chat and generate some work contribution based on the discussion. So this is a quick overview about how Copilot can be used within Teams. You can use it in meetings. You can use it to summarize meetings. You can ask it to summarize real meetings. You can ask it to summarize chat, okay, and get you some summary of what happened here. All right. Let's actually try also to open Copilot here, and let's try to write down or ask it a quick thing here. Here, I told it that I joined 30 minutes late, summarize what's been discussed. So give me here all the information. Okay. Now, if I want to ask it that, okay, now summarize, I can ask it to write down only important headlines, okay, from the meeting. Okay, now here it start to give me some headlines. AI in workplace, gap between AI access and real usage, AI type, AI agent, AI as a partner, prompt engineering, poor prompting, security, use cases, Copilot for email summarization, Copilot for meeting and chat summary, hands-on practice with Copilot. AI must be responsible and secure. Okay. So is it clear for everyone how can you use Copilot within Teams? Now let's try this. We have now a 195. Okay, that's amazing. Now I want all of you right now, open Teams. First of all, confirm if you can see Copilot. Okay, confirm if you can see Copilot and open it up and go to the last chat. I will write the task for you here. Okay, the task. Okay, open Teams. Okay. Pilot and visit last chat. Okay. You had sorry. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I wrote down the task for you that you have to open Teams, find Copilot, and visit the last chat you had, maybe yesterday or today if you had one in the morning, and then ask Copilot to summarize the discussion. Okay, now I can see that some of you already don't have it or cannot find it. You can do one thing. Copilot, you can, when first time you open Copilot, try to visit one of the teams, team chat, maybe like one here or whatever. Go here and you will find it here. Now, if you cannot find it here, there is another option. You can find Copilot. If I just open up here, you see here from the left panel, if you click three dots, you can find here Copilot. If you open it up, you can find Copilot here and you will find the chat for the Copilot. So now there are two ways to find Copilot in Teams. Okay, so you have between 10 minutes. Okay, now we have 195. I want at least to see, okay, I want to be very optimistic, but I want to see at least 30 responses in the chat, 30 to 50 responses. I don't have any discussion content to summarize, please. Okay, I think Bara, you're using the chat here, right? If you ask it, of course, if you ask it to summarize the discussion, it won't summarize. Yeah, if you ask it here to summarize the discussion, it won't give you anything. You know why? Remember the prompt engineering part, what we spoke about. Now let's have a challenge. Minimum 30 to 50 responses in the chat. Can you hear me, Saeed? Oh, okay. Christina, she's saying that. Okay, so you can open it on browser, right? Even in browser, after the sign-in, you still cannot access the Outlook or inbox. I'm just thinking that how you'll give it the context. See, for now, because you don't have the license for the Copilot, try one thing. Go to the Teams, okay? Visit the last conversation you had, okay? Try just to get the important information or get the important conversation happened, and try to attach it to Copilot within your Teams or within your browser. The idea here is that to see how Copilot can help you in summarizing a chat discussion happened. But of course, later on, you won't have to drag and drop the context manually. You will have the Copilot license, and it will be able to access the inbox. Okay, for now, just do it manually. You can get the conversation or you can get the discussion from the chat itself. Okay, I don't have any previous conversation. You don't have any chat between you here and the team, do you mean? Just try to look for the last maybe discussion happened. But do you mean, Ahmed, you don't use Teams on everyday basis or what? That's correct. Can I from browser even after signing it? Type Christina, yeah, you'll have right now in this moment, you'll have to do it. You'll have to get the context itself. You'll have to go and maybe copy the conversation happened and give it to Copilot. This is because you don't have the premium license for the Copilot, but you can note this and share it with your organization and with the IT that you have to get the Copilot license in order to utilize it and use it within your workspace. Right now, see, Christina, what I want you to do right now, focus with me on the use cases, because later on, you might introduce this to your team that we want to Copilot because Copilot can help us in doing 1, 2, 3, and we can use it on an everyday basis. Okay, good. Done. Copy paste conversation. Don't have premium license on Teams. Okay, good. Yes. Okay. Yeah, that's great. Yeah. Also, you can, after this training, you were gonna share with you the recording. Just go directly to the IT department. Tell them that we need the Copilot license as soon as possible today, because we are missing a lot of great things without Copilot. Okay, I said that there's a challenge here. I want at least minimum 50 responses. Then most of the meetings are face-to-face meetings, so I don't have any previous conversation. Like, do you have, I would say, chatting, any previous chatting with your colleagues, like chatting, summarizing a meeting, but you can summarize a chat thread. Chat thread. Okay, please check your mic. Hello, can you hear me now? My mic is still open. Can you hear me now? Okay, I think there was just some issues with the... Is it clear? Can you hear me now clearly or still issue? Okay, great. So I was saying to Zainab, she was saying that most of our meetings are face-to-face meetings, so I don't have any previous conversation. You don't have to go for meetings, but go for chat. Search for chat threads. You know, when you open the Teams, you can look for chat threads between you and one of the team members, sharing a document, sending a message, sending a reminder. Just look for these things and try to ask Copilot to summarize them. Like here, I had a very short conversation between me and someone here. Also the chat I don't have. Okay. So then خلاص, you can skip this part. You can skip Copilot in Teams part. But Zainab, on daily basis, do you use Outlook or even Outlook? You're not using it. Okay, then you can consider using Copilot mainly on your Teams, on your Outlook, instead of Teams. Since all your conversations and your communication all within Outlook, just consider using Copilot in Outlook. Okay, so I think we just have 1 or 2 minutes, and then we're gonna jump to the next task. But let's see, we have here a couple of questions. Weekly chat summary, okay. Okay, we got here an answer. Right, this is good. And here we have it's good, yeah, Muhammad. I'm trying to drag drop screenshot to the chat, but it's not allowing me. Also can't find the attach button here. Any suggestions? You cannot attach. Confirm if you can attach a document or an Excel sheet. Okay, try with document, maybe a Word document or an Excel sheet, and give it a try. Okay, so shall we move to the next part? Did we reach 30 messages? There was a challenge here that we reach between 30 to 50 messages. Did we achieve that? Or still? Did we achieve 30 plus chats? Okay, amazing. We have here some likes. Okay, now very quickly. Now I want reaction. Is it clear for everyone right now how to use Copilot within Outlook and within Teams? Before we jump to the next part. If everything is clear, I want to see reactions, guys. Thumbs up, claps. Yes, Aya, do you have a question? Yeah, thumbs up. Wow, only 2 out of 191. Thumbs up. Where are the rest? I want to see at least 50 thumbs up, 50 reaction. Get here, good. Okay, great. So now, before we move on, let's quickly summarize what we have done so far. So we have seen Copilot in real applications. We have seen Copilot in Outlook. We have understood that what are the use cases. I can use Outlook. I can use Copilot within Outlook. I can ask Copilot to summarize the last emails I got within the last 7 days. It can start to reorder my emails based on the prioritization. I can ask it to organize my inbox and get me what are the important emails I received and what are the previous or the unread emails I missed maybe within the last 15 days. I can ask it to look for what are the emails that need immediate action from me. What are the things that I can just postpone it later. So we got an idea that now Copilot is more of a direct assistant integrated into your Microsoft Outlook. Okay. And also we saw Copilot within Teams. I know that some of you don't use Teams on a daily basis, and some of you already don't have the license yet. But in Teams, what we do usually, we have online meetings. We do online meetings. We have a conversation. We have a discussion using Teams application. So what we usually do is that we can have the Copilot to join the meetings and summarize the discussions happening in the meeting, summarize the webinar. It can summarize the discussion, and so on and so forth. Now we're gonna see Copilot we're gonna now jump to the next part, which is Copilot using Excel. But just before we jump on, I have actually prepared a gift and something exclusive for all of you who are already with me. Now all the participants who attended with us are gonna receive a certification at the end of the training. Okay, we're gonna share at the end of the training. We're gonna share with you a form to fill it. So make sure that you will fill it using your information, accurate information, because these information are going to be added in the certifications and are going to be shared. And I'm going to tell them also that to show the number of the reactions. So they're going to also include in the certificate the most person who reacted in the teams. So if you participate, the most participated person in the meeting. So if you participate more, if you engage with us more, if you react with us more, you will be notified and you will be recorded. All these are going to be recorded. Okay, great. Okay, so let's move on. Now, the third and the most important application we are using also, or we have used before, which is Excel sheet. Okay. Now, before we move on, I want to know who's here joining us from finance team. Who's here from finance department? Just write down in the chat. Because right now we are about, yeah, finance, not in finance, but manage the budget. Okay. Okay, so this is going to be interesting for you. Who's also here from finance? Who is working with numbers, budget? HR, okay. From HR, yeah, HR also. They are working with Excel sheet. HR, department. Or from purchasing, okay, yeah. Strategy, purchasing, finance, yeah, here we have finance. Events. Okay, great. So those who are working with numbers, those who are working with Excel sheet, those who are, doing all the work, or those who are spending most of their time using Excel sheet. We're about to see Copilot in Excel. Now, what we have seen so far, Copilot in Outlook and Copilot in Teams, it can help everyone in every department. Doesn't matter from where you are coming, or doesn't matter that your department, because every single one of us, we are always on our Teams, we are always on our emails, like we are checking our emails. Now for Excel, it's gonna help you also to understand how Copilot can help in Excel. Maybe you might need to work with Excel again if you're not working with it right now, or if you are currently working with Excel, we're gonna unlock some use cases that Copilot can be super helpful in Excel. So we start with, of course, one of the most important thing, which is about data summary and data analysis. Now, as someone who is in the HR, working in the HR department, or strategy, or purchasing, or managing budget, you're always working with numbers. And from these numbers, you are trying to derive some insights, derive some results. You want to calculate something. You want to try to generate maybe a summary, generate a report, take an action based on the data. And remember, I told you that in the very first part of the meeting, of today's meeting, that I told you that AI, it's a very unique technology. It's not similar to the internet, or it's not similar to the web browser, or to the application. It's a technology that can read data and analyze and give you some decisions. This is where we can see Copilot right now. Copilot, especially in Excel, can go across all the information, can read massive number of information, can process massive number of information, and give you and get back to you with a quick insight, or get back to you with a strategic insight, or strategic maybe summary. Another thing, that it can also summarize the sheets. If you have multiple sheets, if you have 2 different sheets, if you have a sheet with numbers, you want to generate specific insights, you want to understand the trends, you want to understand where we're spending most of our budget, or where most of our budget are going, or why this month we have made this number, and why the last month we made this number. What are the factors? It can start to extract relationships between different variables. We're going to see that in a moment also. So anything that would require the thinking, or would require not only the thinking, the finding some relationship between the variables, now the AI can do it. In addition to that, formulas. Okay, if you also creating manual formulas using Copilot, you are no longer need to create it manually, because Copilot now can help you in doing it in less than a minute. Okay, just explain the formula you're looking for, and it will generate it. And we said also the trend and the pattern. Okay, and identify the patterns, outliers, and trend quickly. Okay, so let's see how can we access now Copilot in Excel. Now, before we start, you have actually 2 options. You can start using Copilot with Excel sheet from the main chat. Okay, and this is actually for those who are using Copilot from the browser. If you're on the browser, you have 2 options. Or here, you can have an Excel sheet, and you can attach the Excel sheet from the plus icon. You can attach it, you can either upload it or attach it from the cloud. And this is also another important feature of Copilot. You don't have to have your files locally. You can attach files from the cloud. Let's say if I have here, and I can open the cloud, I can look for some information here, right? I can maybe add here maybe some mock data. You see, this is the first time, or this is the first option that I can go ahead. By the way, this feature, or this way, those who have the Copilot Premium, you can use it. Those who don't have it, try it from the browser. You can attach a document, and you can ask it to. You can find here some suggestions. You can ask it here to read the data, read the file. Okay, read the attached file, or let's actually start with the call, okay? So identify, maybe I want, because I just want to open this one. I prefer to open the, prefer to open the mock data. Okay, great. Digital media. Okay, so, okay, I think that this data, I already create a visualization for it. But anyway, so this data, we have here a department. See, this data is represented by department. We have department, we have month, we have operation, we have marketing expenses. Yeah, those who are coming from digital media, you're also working with these type of sheet. You might be familiar with them. We have here operation expenses. We have here some marketing expenses. We have the IT costs, and we have total. Okay, and we have here what we have the department. We have here the department. We have here the sales, here the marketing, the IT, and whatever. And here also we have what the month. Now for this, I can ask it based on what I see in the data. I can ask it to summarize some pattern or summarize the overall expenses, okay, comparing to the department, right? 1 second. So what I can do is that I've prepared here also some prompt. We can use it. Let me go back here. So what I can do is that here I have what's the goal. Okay, so I can tell it here that analyze, okay, whether these are the sales performance across branches and product. Okay, now here instead of across branches, I can say across what the department, of course. Okay, we have here the expenses, more of the sales. So analyze the expenses. And sales, right? Cross department. I need to identify. I can now give it some context. I need to identify where we are spending most of the resources. Which department? And okay, spend the most. Okay, or has the most expenses, right? And this is Excel sheet. And how do I want the output? I can ask it to maybe rank them from top, okay, to bottom. Okay, so notice the following, that even my prompt, I can achieve the prompting framework in very short lines. Okay, I know that some of you may say, okay, if I need to follow the framework, I need to write a paragraph, not a prompt. But in fact, you don't have to write a paragraph. You can simply think about what you're looking for, write down sufficient information. Okay, always look for the sufficient information, and just make it clear. Let's see now the output. Hopefully it will scan it and go through it. All right. So here we got the AI to analyze the Excel sheet. See? Now we have here department expenses ranking from Jan to June. Here, based on the expenses mock data, give me here the total expenses per department. Okay, and here I have the total expenses per department. I have it ranked from the top to the lowest. I can see that clearly that the IT got the last and it got the highest. The the highest expenses, following with the sales, following with the marketing. Okay. Now, what are the key insights? Start to give me here some key insight. IT is the highest spender, accounting for 44% of the total expenses. Okay, so now you know where we're spending most of our time and most of our expenses. The second come to the sales, driven by the steadily increasing monthly cost, and the marketing is the lowest. Okay, so now what are the action items that you can do? Now, cost focus should start with IT, largest impact potential. Or what this means, okay? What this means, that means the cost focus should start with the IT, largest impact potential. Now, this is a mock data. This mock data, it assumes that we are currently putting a huge investment to the IT department to grow it. So that's why we're putting this number. Now, what also sales is raising, okay? So we have here worth monitoring for cost control. So here it says that for the sales trend is raising, it's better to, watch it or keep eye on it. Now, marketing variability, analyze spikes. So it tells you here that there are some certain spikes happen. Okay. So see, using a very, I would say, short but sufficient prompt is enough to get you what you're looking for. Okay. So always look for this, writing a sufficient, not long prompt, and using a summary, it was able to summarize and ranking all the IT and ranking all the information here. Okay. So does anyone have a question, or does anyone did not understand what we have done right here? Is it clear for everyone what you have done here?
Yeah,
Uploading
it's clear.
Okay. Okay, it's clear. By the way, this is first way of using Copilot with Excel sheet. This is from the chat itself. If you want quick insight, if you want an information. Okay, amazing. Amazing. All right, so we are gonna have a break in 2 minutes. What we're gonna do is that we're going to have a break and then we'll come back. I want all of you to have Excel sheet up and running. We're gonna try this option and we're gonna try to see Copilot in the actual Excel application. All right? Okay, so before we break, does anyone have a question? If you have, you can write it down. After the break, we're gonna come. Just make sure you have the Excel sheet up and ready. So we move forward. Okay, amazing.
Vinsys is your trusted global partner in enterprise solutions, workforce skilling, and digital transformation. With a legacy of impact and innovation across borders, we redefine how businesses grow and professionals thrive. At Vinsys, we take pride in our relentless pursuit of quality, innovation, and real-world outcomes, backed by advanced certification training and AI-powered digital solutions. Our group services. Let's explore the comprehensive suite of services that power enterprises globally. IT development and software solutions, technical and business training, digital learning solutions, AI Academy, Business Academy, resourcing, recruitment, and consulting. Our USPs. Our global presence: India, United States of America, United Arab Emirates, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Kuwait, Nigeria, Oman, United Kingdom, our trusted partners. We are proud to be trusted partners with industry leaders. Our clientele. Our extensive clientele reflects our ability to deliver excellence and earn trust in the market. Experience the difference with Vinsys. Contact us today to unlock your full potential. Vinsys, delivering skills, driving success.
All right, we are back now, and we are gonna resume our training. I want to see also who's back in the chat here. Okay, amazing. Amazing, amazing. And also, I want to also remind you that at the end of the training, we have a big gift for you. Okay, so I want you to stay tuned. At the end of the training, we're going to share with you a certificate of the attending this workshop. So stay tuned, and we are going now to resume our session. So Copilot, we have seen so far how can we use Copilot within Excel sheet, within Outlook and Teams, and we have seen the use cases and the advanced use cases of Copilot in different applications. And you remember that I told you initially that Copilot is not a normal application, not a normal AI. It is somehow a semi-agentic AI, right? You remember at the beginning of the training, I told you that Copilot is a semi-agentic application. Yeah, because it's not, first of all, for two reasons. First of all, that it is already integrated into your organization. So what do I mean by integrated? That means all the context about your organization, it can help you within it. So today, if you wanna like summarize a document, get a project, get a summary of the project. So all these before, if you're gonna use any outside application, you need to give it manually the context. But now the Copilot already has access to the organizational context, and not only that, you can actually train the Copilot specifically on some certain documents. So when you have an AI to train it on specific information, you will have a ready agent or customized AI agent for you. And by the way, this is actually something that we discuss, we dive deep and we discuss, and even we teach in our advanced Copilot courses, that in Copilot, let me also show you that we have here what's called agents. And this is where we go ahead and create all the agents related to Copilot. Now, if you ask me what's the difference between using Copilot like this and using agent? Well, in agent, you can actually specify some certain documents, certain Excel sheets, specific Word documents. You can have them as a memory or as a context, and you can go ahead and create a new agent and train it on your data. Then deploy it so it will work directly within your organization. It will work directly within your work. Okay. So here in the chat, we are using the chat. Every one of us using the same chat, and every one of us using the same Copilot version. But for agent, it will be a very customized for you. Not only that, you can also create an autonomous workflow. There's also what's called workflow within Copilot, that you can create a workflow that do some certain task, some certain workflow. Let me show an example. Those who are using Teams, what I have done is that recently I've made a small agent workflow. Okay, and this agent runs on a daily basis. Okay, the purpose for this agent is that I wanted to every single day what it will do is that at 8 a.m. in the morning, it will scan my inbox. It will scan my inbox for the last 7 days, and it will try to organize and reorganize and reorder my inbox, my email inbox. See what are the emails that need an immediate response, what are the emails that I missed, what are the unread emails. So what happened, and I've made this agent and I've deployed it. So what happened is that this agent is actually running every single day. See, let's take it from Wednesday. So from Wednesday, you have here 8 a.m. in the morning. It start to give me some specific information or about that what's need the response, what are the information, what are the emails that needs response, what are the information for you for my information. Now the second day also 8 p.m. Okay, and also another workflow here. So this is now works autonomously every single day. I don't touch it. It go every single day and review all the unread emails from my default inbox in the last 24 hours and start to find the unread emails. So it's really good and it's really great. And these are called agentic behavior or agentic use cases. And it's like a different, I would say, like different word from Copilot. It's like another word from Copilot. Yeah. So this is all about agent and Copilot agent. I can see now, 1 second. I can see now someone said I don't have Copilot feature. Now, Copilot feature, you might need to enable it in your profile or in your settings, because it's not like directly by default. It's not directly shown here, and comes with the Copilot license also. Right? So very quick. Who found Copilot helpful? Okay, now I'm going to shoot some questions, and I want yes, no. Okay. Yes, this one. I want yes, no answers from you at the chat. Who found Copilot useful in Outlook? Yes, no. Okay, amazing. Yes, when it have full access. Yes. All right. Who found Copilot useful in Teams? Those who are using Teams. Yeah, but no access. Okay. Yes. Oh, someone wrote no. Why? Glucine. Why no? Don't have full access. Yeah, full access. It's just like an IT. I don't want to say issue, but it's like something with the IT that they have just to get you the full access. Once you have the full access, you can use it. Yes, but no access. Yeah, those who don't have an access, write down these notes and go ahead and share it with your department, because it's going to be really helpful for you to have it. Yes, but it's useful if we have conversations. You might start having at least some weekly conversations in Teams, or some conversations about some documents or about some things within the Teams. Okay, now for the Excel sheet, who tried Copilot with Excel sheet? Who tried to attach a document? Yes, most of our activities by emails. Yes, Arif. Yes, this is actually a fact. That's why Copilot super powerful in emails and Outlook. Okay, I tried for my thesis study. Okay, amazing. Okay, amazing. Yeah, you should try it. You should try it. If you didn't use Excel sheet before, you should try it. If you want to get quick analysis, quick summary, you can use it. You can ask it to analyze specific information. All right, great. Now I will try to go a little bit outside Copilot, and let's try to see what are the other AI applications that we can use and that can help us even in other stuff or other related or other tasks we might need in every single day. So I'm going to go directly to the next use case or to the next application, which is about this. Okay, so we have here this application called Notebook LM. So very quickly in the chat, did you hear about Notebook LM before? Did you hear or use Notebook LM before? Okay. Not very familiar. Okay, no. Okay. Okay. Okay, great. So let's now, okay, so this is good. So now let's now try to discover what is Notebook LM and what does it do. So I think that I assume that all of you know Gemini. Yeah, Gemini, it's the AI for Google, or it's AI powered by Google. Now Notebook LM is actually an application from Google, but it is focused for two main things: focus for document analysis and focus for searching YouTubes or summarizing YouTube videos. Okay, so the URL is very direct. I'm going to go to the URL and I will share it with you. Let's go open this up. So this is the URL. Okay, I will share it at the chat. Okay. Now I want you to focus with me for the next 5 to 10 minutes. Now let me tell you how this can be helpful. You remember that previously you used to. I know that most of you tried to attach a document to ChatGPT and ask it to summarize the document. You know, ChatGPT, for me, I found that it is not that good with document analysis and document like reading document, and not also good when it comes to YouTube searching. Okay, and if you're like me, that usually want to analyze very long documents into short documents, you will find it very tough to get from ChatGPT. This is where we go for Notebook LM. So for this, we're gonna try the following. The moment you enter the Notebook LM, you are gonna go to this landing page. Basically, this is the UI. See, the UI for it, it's quite different than Gemini from here. But once you go here and create new, you're gonna see that it's very similar to Gemini right now. Now you have two options. You either can attach a file, or you can attach a YouTube video. Now for this, let's have this use case. Now let's assume that actually yesterday what I've done is that I have downloaded this report. Okay, and this report, okay, consists of 200 pages. Okay, that's a very long report, and it's about like a report about financial report. Okay, that has all these information. Now, what I want to do, I want to have a quick summary about this document. Okay. Now, notice the following. This is a public document. I might need to use it in my work, but I don't want to use the full book. So what I will come here. I will upload the file. Okay, I will upload the file from here. Attach it. Okay, I think that. Or no, not like this. Yeah, okay, I have attached the document. Now what it will do directly, as soon as I attach the document, it will start now reading it. reading it, analyzing it. Now, let me tell you, working with Notebook LM, I found it that this tool, it's a very specialized in document analysis, especially with long document and even YouTube searching. So using it with Notebook LM, I found that it was able to get me an information with an accuracy around between 90 to 95, comparing to ChatGPT. It was able to read all the information. It was able to access all the information. It was able even to give me some accurate numbers. Okay, so here it was let's say, featuring an operating revenue of, some numbers here, some numbers. Now, what I want to do is that there is one thing that I can do. I can now start to asking it for specific information. Let's say, let's try to just go quickly through this one, and let's try to pick one single information. Okay, here we got some numbers. I want to see, okay, some numbers from. Okay, so let's try to see how many. Okay, let's now to see here. It says that 2,000 plus. Okay, merchant onboarding through the cyber secure payment gateway. Okay. Now let's come here. How many? Okay. Yeah. See? How many merchant onboarding through the cyber payment gateway? See, it says here the payment gateway Dubai Islamic Bank, more than 2,000 merchant. Okay. So see, now this is one of the most powerful use cases for Notebook. You can ask it for specific questions. You can have it like, you can have like a Q&A. So imagine the following: if you want to maybe have an AI that read very long report and generate question and answers, Q&A, you can give it the document and it will start to generate. Okay. I don't know if it's clear for you, the sound, but this is the video on YouTube. Okay, it's only 20 minutes. It's just for the sake of the demo. Now let's imagine that this video I want to attend, but at the same time I don't have time to attend maybe the 20 minutes, or it can go maybe for 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 1 hour. So instead of going through it, I can just take the URL, go again to another new one, and just attach the YouTube. Yeah, and what it will do, okay, now in a very quick way, it was able to go through the video, read it, and analyze it, and start to give me here a summary. That here, okay, here we have Josh, that mastering skill require 100,000 hours, explaining that he figured out a strategy or a method that you can learn everything in just 20 hours or whatever. So see, and I can even ask it to, how does the 20-hour rule differ from the 10,000 hours? So this is another use case to summarize a document and summarize what a YouTube video. Now, in addition to that, I want to go back to the video. I'll just open this up quickly. Not the video. I want to go back to the document. Okay, this document. You remember that this is a 200-page document. I've asked it for a question. Now, not only that, let's see that what we can do in addition to this. And by the way, what I'm going to tell you, what I'm going to show you here in the book or in the report, can be done in both, in the YouTube and here. I can actually generate an audio. I can generate a podcast that summarizes the communication or summarize the key point in this document. I can generate a slide deck. I can generate a video explaining how the process goes and the report and the financial report happen. I can even generate reports, and this is one of the most also unique features. I can go here and I can create a report. I can create a mini report from this report. Okay, I can create, let's say, I can create a brief document, overview of the resources, feature, key, highlighting the quote. When I click, it will start now generating. Now in few minutes, it will give me a generated content or a generated file, or actually like a generated report, includes the main use cases or that includes the key points from this document. The same thing, I can do it here. I can ask it to generate a brief document or maybe study guide for the first 20 hours, how to learn anything fast. Okay, here we have the document. And once I have the document, I can do what? I can export to doc. When I export to doc, I have here the full briefing document of the Dubai Islamic Bank, or whatever the title here, including all the numbers, all the information here. Okay, and this document in how many pages? In 4 pages. Okay, so could you imagine that a tool were able to summarize a 200 report into 4 pages? Okay, and this is a briefing document. I can stress on the type of the document itself. Now, this is a briefing document. I can tell it maybe a strategic document or whatever. And here I got all the numbers, and I got here the numbers and whatever. Okay, if I go back to the first 20 hours, still generating. Okay, but it will give me this one. Now, how cool is that? How cool Notebook in document analysis and extracting information from document? Do you think Notebook can be really helpful for your use case? Okay, so quick question about one single case. Okay. Okay, now I want you to think about one single use case you can use Notebook for. Okay, now let's have this actually a nice brainstorming question. Now, of course, every one of us has different context, different usage, different perspective. For me, I use it to summarize a document, for like summarize a report. For you, it might be analyzing a book, might be analyzing CVs. If you are here from HR department, you can think about maybe putting all the CVs or all the profiles and ask the Notebook to generate a summary quickly. Okay, how this is different from ChatGPT or Copilot? Yeah, okay, Said. This one very specialized for document analysis and for YouTube analysis. Now, it is different than ChatGPT. Yes, it's way different and way better because with the document, it's very strong and specialized. Yani it's like mastering the document analysis. And for YouTube, even if you try with Gemini, if you try with ChatGPT, it's not that efficient to comparing to Notebook. Now, comparing to Copilot, now Notebook, it's a good alternative. Notebook is a good alternative for those who don't have a Copilot yet, but it does not have the high security standard. What I mean by that is that if we think about it from a privacy standpoint, we're gonna see it in a moment. Copilot is the best in terms of privacy. Notebook, it's still, you can share with it some documents, but you have to look for the specific document. I mean, like, you don't have to upload a very confidential document. You will have to upload maybe a financial report, maybe some semi-public document to analyze for you some report, right? So all these things. Okay, so Notebook can be also really helpful in doing the research. You know, if you can actually ask it to attach your research, and it's gonna do the research for you. Okay, so what I wanted to do is that I wanted to note the URL and all the use cases you are currently writing. Okay, note it down so you can actually try it. Now, speaking about the privacy, it's a very good that we have opened the privacy right now. Let's speak about the privacy and the discussion between the privacy and what are the data we can share and what are the data we cannot share. Okay, so some of you ask me, okay, what's the difference between it and between Copilot, and where can I use, when can I use Gemini, and when can I use Copilot or Notebook LM, okay, or Copilot. Now we're gonna speak about this. Now we have 3 different types of data, okay, that you all need to understand, and you need to have it in your mind, so you would follow the responsible usage of AI. Okay, so you know, as we are currently working with AI, you need to have this mindset of, okay, at least I have to review quickly after the result. The result I will get, I'll have to review quickly. Not only that, the information I'm uploading to the AI. You have the following. We have, first of all, the what not to upload. So we have what's called prohibited data, and we have public data, and we have enterprise model. Okay, so for the prohibited data, sometimes you might, you know, work with a very confidential data, such as customer raw customer database, export to a free chatbot. Okay, so customer database, or maybe some PI. Here we have the SSN or PII or the PHI. Okay, or the trade secret. These data are very sensitive. You do not, or you must not give them to, or you must not upload them to what's called free chatbot. When I say, one second, when I say uploading raw customer data to a free chatbot, you should avoid that. Like ChatGPT, if you're using ChatGPT, the free version, do not go and give it some confidential data. All right. Now, the other version, or the other type of the data that we have here, public AI models. Public AI models, like we call them like ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, right? Or some web-based tool. You can use them if you're gonna share with them public data, maybe some reports, some CVs. Okay. Now, the enterprise models, this is where you are using models that are secured within the organization. And part of one of the example is Microsoft 365. Okay. So all these are the information about the Copilot or the AI system. Now, let's also understand what are the risks that might be involved when it comes to working with the AI. You know, with the AI, we have what's called AI bias risk. You know, using AI, it might involve some bias risk. Okay, we might, you know, sometimes you might see the AI, or we might absorb the AI, giving us some wrong information or some different information. Okay, this might be because the training data it's been trained on, it is like originally from a specific area. Let's see, let's take this example. Now, most of the AI systems, like let's say ChatGPT, it's been trained on a massive number of data from the I would say from the online sources. Okay, mostly they are English resources. Now, when it comes to Arabic, I would say that most of them also from the culture, like from the different cultures. Now, when it comes to asking the AI about maybe a specific thing in Arabic culture, you will find it a little bit weak, or it might give you some wrong information. This is because the data it's been trained on did not include initially some Arabic culture. Another thing, that hallucination. You might also see the AI hallucinating a lot. You might say the AI might start to produce some wrong information. So for that, you need to be very aware that what's happening. That's why you need to also to see what are the strategies that you can minimize the hallucination. By the way, one of the amazing strategies to minimize the hallucination, do you know what? Do you know what's the strategy to minimize the hallucination? Is writing what? Proper prompts. If you write proper prompts, this will help to minimize the hallucination. Now, what are the safe workflow that everyone here today should follow? You always start with the prompt engineering. Okay, write down the context, role definition, and whatever, and then you will have the AI to generate the content. Now, before you hand over the result to the leadership, or before you share the result, give it a quick look. This is what's called human verification, or human in the loop. Human check fast. Okay, tone check, or bias review. So here you're not letting the AI to to pass, or to pass some certain things. You are doing, let's say, your human check. Might be related to the tone. You might told the AI to use maybe friendly tone, but it used a very sharp direct tone, so it might harm you, or it might make or create some troubles. So for this, you might like need to check the review, check the tone, review the tone, and check what's happening. And then at the end is that you would what? Deliver the final version, safe, verified, and ready to use. Okay, so always remember, this is the safe framework that you can use it and you can have it. Okay, so does anyone have a question so far?
Excuse me, Mr. From the beginning, I want to ask you something I asked about in the chatting. For
Yeah.
this software, is it writable softwares, or I can speak with it? Because, for example, the ChatGPT, it's a 10 times daily that I can use it with speaking to ask it about anything. Is it like that, or I have to write a prompt always?
You mean using the voice mode?
Exactly. Is it a free to use it as a speaking limitless, or is it have a 10 times or 15 times? I have to buy it later.
Notebook LM, right?
Yeah.
Notebook LM, it has a limited trial if you are on the free plan. Unless if you have to go for the pro plan.
Okay. So at the last, if I use it for the office things, it will be usable. But for example, if I use it for more things that like an editing or something to create an AI voice or something, it's the better to use it with the ChatGPT, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, it depends on the workflow. At the end of it, depends on the workflow you are using. But yeah, you can have like multiple AI working together.
Exactly. Thank you so much.
All right. So you remember I told you that I've prepared something special for all of you. Now it's the time to announce about it. We're going to hand over and send to all of you, all the attendees. We have a certificate for all of the attendees. A certificate of attendance. It's gonna be stamped by our organization, our training center. So given that, you will have, in order to receive the certificate, you will have to go to scan this QR code. Go ahead and scan this QR code, and you're gonna see a quick feedback about how the session was, how like the session went. Just fill the feedback and make sure to write proper information, proper answers, and then write down at the chat that you are done. So we would note that you are done, and we're gonna issue the certificate for it.
Mr. Can we get your contact to? I need to contact you about something later about AI platforms and like that.
Currently, you can reach me through through the platform here. You can reach me from my colleague. We have here our colleague Pratik. Okay, you can always ask it. And here we have Sweda also. I think Sweda here with us.
Hey, Durgam, if I can answer that, thank you so much.
Please,
So right. So yes, we will be actually reaching out to all of you with all the details. So you will be getting a follow-up email with all the details. You can always ask us any questions, like if you have any questions, especially regarding the, certifications or probably a career pathway and all that, we will be definitely giving you all those details. But before all that, I would like to take you through the details as well. So this is the feedback. So if you can fill that for us, it would be great. And while you're doing that, I just want to take a moment to appreciate the session that we just concluded. So Durgam, that was extremely practical, very clear, and more importantly, directly applicable. I think what stood out was this, it wasn't just about what AI can do, but how to actually use it in day-to-day work. I'm sure the audience would agree with me, right, everyone?
Yeah, that's why I asked about the later if I want to ask something about
absolutely we will.
Yeah, about that. It's more pro things in the AI. That's why I'm asking. And now we are approximately that we're talking about the office things for the using the AI. My questions in the layer I want to ask about, for example, to create videos or create an audios or music, something more professional in the AI to get more professional prompts. Not because the ChatGPT usually it's give us like a simple prompt if I want to use it for the website like that.
Yes, that are specific. We'll send you a follow-up email. Why don't you respond back to us with your questions at that time? We will definitely get back to you. We can also arrange a call or specific tools to help you with it. So we'll definitely get back to you. Is that okay?
Yeah, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. I'll mail you about that. Thanks so much.
All right. Thank you so much. So this was very interactive, by the way. I mean, I could find that all of you were very much contributing, responding, and I can see that excitement over AI. And to be honest, we would love to hear from all of you. So what we will do is if you don't have any questions at this moment, we can always get back to you all with a follow-up email. What we will be sharing with you will be the course completion certificate after your feedback is sent to us. So please make sure you're completing your feedback. Along with that, we will be also sharing with you some complimentary coursewares, which will actually help you with your Copilot knowledge. That comes directly from Microsoft, which is their e-learning. That comes free. It's as in complimentary for you for attending this course. So that is our value that we would like to add to you. You can also add it to your Microsoft Learn profile and even publish it on LinkedIn. That'll really help you boost your career as well. So we'll send you all those information on how to redeem it, how you can put it on LinkedIn, which will actually showcase your skill set in AI, in Copilot, and all of them. I also wanted to add that we are not just completing our Vinsys journey alone. We are partnered with multiple vendors who are AI authorized in the world, including Microsoft, CompTIA, and we also work very closely with Nuvin AI. We have multiple courses that we have on offer, which includes labs, courseware, entire skill set as such, including the certification. We will also send you that information. So have a look at it. In case if you're interested, you could always get back to us on the same. All right. Any questions before we actually, go to the end of the session? Do you have anything else from your end? Anyone?
We just want to appreciate all that for amazing hours that we get it before, and I hope that we have something more in the future.
Absolutely. We look forward to supporting you on your AI journey. Thank you once again, everyone, for attending. Thank you so much, Durgam. It was a wonderful session. Have a great day, everyone.
Okay, so someone already wrote
here. Thank you, Mr. Muhammad. Thank you, Mr. Muhammad. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, thank you so much, Anas, for your attendance. QR code feedback evaluation was sent in the email to the area. Yeah, I think so. But if you can access it directly from the screen. Yes, does anyone have a question?
Thank you so much, Mr. Muhammad, for sharing such valuable information. It's really valuable and useful for us. Thank you so much. This is Junaid.
Appreciate it, June. I hope that you learn something new, and looking forward also to see you again.
Thank you so much. Much appreciate. It's really useful. Thank you.
Okay.